Yeah, he don't watch it.
You got three.
Uh, three. Yeah.
You step up.
Yeah. All the other people, majority of the people play on the bar tables. The big tables get played just like whenever everything else is filled up. I feel like you know what I mean. Very rarely, unless somebody's actually playing on the big table. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead.
Safe driving.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Nice game. Keep trying. What's that? Fucking Eddie the Trooper, man. He's still on there. Tyler's like, man, I'm getting lucky. All right, this is our finals, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still awake, if you want to come check us out, check it out tomorrow. I did.
Tell TC I'm still awake over here.
Yeah, he's still awake. He's trying to keep me alive because I'm toasted. I restarted the YouTube feed. The Facebook feed is going to stay up the same. Thomas is in the chair.
Yeah.
Gonna take a lot to beat him once, let alone twice.
Yeah, I mean he's been shooting super strong lately and he's young. So that's two big check marks in his side. He's looking to take the big ones. Look a little bit better than the. All right. Miller's choice. I think you can play this 10 ball and actually bump that 2 ball way down to the bottom rail. Get way down there. I mean, I think he's looking at getting on that 13 to open up the 15.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's thinking maybe playing this ball on the side and just coming forward a little bit.
Oh, well, that's creative. Oh man,
You know?
put himself in a bad spot on the rail though.
Yeah, that's
Came down too far.
you can't really feather off the 9 because you put him behind here because you got the 1 ball up there. The other option is you got that 12 ball in the middle of the table to shoot at. He might be able to feather this and just put it right at the angle to, well,
They left him
elite
7.
the 7, but the only good thing is the 2 balls not doesn't go either hole, and now that 5 ball doesn't go by the 9 either. But I think he can draw off the 7 now and maybe bump that 2 ball out a little bit to open it up if he elects to do that. Of course, he has a bit of an might be a steeper angle than that. So definitely work ahead of him with that 5 ball and 2 ball where they're sitting. So if the 5 goes by, so 13. A little shorter than he wanted to. There, if he's thinking about 6 ball and then sliding over for the 5. That also clears the side pocket for the 2 ball. I think he's a little steep.
Mm,
Hmm. Well,
hanger. Hanger.
maybe he's a little bit more tired than I thought he would
Well,
be.
yeah.
Tyler's got to play this 9 and drag it over on this for the 13 in the same hole. Tyler's taking his time, just trying to map out where everything's going to go. Oh, yeah, he's left handed, so this is a little bit tougher. Okay, I
Mm,
don't think that's what he wanted to do.
no, he should have put bottom on that ball. I'm pretty sure that's why he miss hit the shot, miscued. Some degree. I
Well,
mean,
no, you had to put bottom on it to drag it over for the 3 ball
well, that's
or
probably
the
why.
13.
That's
Excuse
probably
me.
why it got all funny.
I think that's going to cost him the first game. When you play this, you want to follow it for the 2 ball just because. It's,
Yeah, obviously, he's
I
going
think he
5-6.
might hit it hard and then go into the 2 ball. Actually, thinking about it, I think that would be the play. Just try to bump that 2 ball out a little bit. Oh, wait, it's a lot more open. Yeah, he's looking at which way he wants to bump it. Be sure he's got a good angle to follow it into it. That's the only drawback of doing it that way is if the ball follows it in. But I think he has 1 ball as a backup that he can just put a little inside and go 2 to 3 rails off the 1. Yeah, I think he wanted to go off that 2 ball a little bit so that way the cue ball went up table a little bit instead of hitting it full. The shot's actually not that bad. when it's frozen on the rail. Three rails around. He's gonna have to take it now. Maybe follow it 2 rails, 2, 3 rails onto the 2 or the 4. I don't think you can draw it. I think it's a little too steep. Yeah. All right. Well, it's got some life in them. This is a little tricky because if he can't make the 9 ball, he's gonna have to play the 14. Looks like he can just.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah. Definitely tired, guys.
Yeah, I don't think this is the finals people are anticipating. Teague setting in at 5 in the morning. So he's gonna have to play this. I'll go 1 rail over for the 2 ball and finish with the 4 and the 8. Yep. So on the rail, 2 balls just a hair off, so I think he can draw it out and keep it off of the rail. More than likely. Play the 8 ball in the same hole as the 4. That was a good shot. Didn't want to move the cue ball any more than he had to.
Man, what a long game.
Yeah, it definitely felt like about 2 games worth. Yep. Now Tyler broke that, so he's got to be spread out a little bit more. Because I believe we must breaks from the head ball. Yeah, Mike, I think you need to go over and slap Tyler and tell him to wake up a little bit. Yeah, actually, someone needs to slap you to wake you up first. Oh, Thomas is going second ball. It's not like the Ah, that's interesting. You don't have a good shot on a little ball to start. All you really have is a jacked up on the 14. You really don't want to take the big balls. So it's already in an interesting spot here. Be interesting to see where he likes to go. You don't want to take the big balls because that it's a 9 ball over there by the 2 ball. Can't really go off the 12 and, well, I suppose you could maybe go off the 12 and try to leave him in the middle of the bottom rail, but you're just going to leave him a combo on the side. This is already going to be a crucial shot. Okay. He's got to figure out what he's going to do with this 9 ball on the side rail, and I think it's a 10 ball, I believe, down by the 7 corner. I think the 10 banks cross corner. So actually, a shot might not be bad is to shoot the 14 and play the combo 10-7, take over the hole, and you might even be able to let your cue ball go off of it and behind it again. That he's offense. I kind of like the taking over this hole down here, but let's see what happens. He elected to get the 9 ball out of there, but I think he left the room enough to make the 7. I think if he can spin the 7 in, he's got a in the driver's seat to tie it up 1-1. Even if you can't, you can still bank it. I think you can just cut it. All right, look at the two ball. Smart shot to leave the 7 there. Tyler, tired. I think he's going to play this off the 7 to open up the hole. Didn't get there. Did not get. Well, Tyler, now he's looking at 6 ball. And then, I mean, he's going to eventually get to the point where he's going to have to play safe off 7 into the 9. So I think he's start with the 6 ball and then maybe go up for the 2 next. Yeah, I think he's shooting a 4 ball and then gonna looking at breaking that out down here. And the 7 won't go off the rail first behind the 9, so he's gonna have to.
Nice.
That was a smart shot.
Yeah, that works.
Now he's in the driver's seat. You just popped up out of nowhere, Mike. I thought you were sleeping over there.
I need to.
Just talking to myself.
Mike's asleep in the van. Mackie already went back to the house.
I think Tyler's worried about what that 7's going to go by there. You know what? He can shoot this 2 ball and just kind of draw back into that 7. Just kind of pop it off the rail.
Oh, close on the 3, though.
Actually, you could actually just go forward a little bit to the side rail. and play the 7 in the opposite corner. What am I thinking of?
He got there good.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see that, you know, 30 seconds ago. One rail out for the 8 this time, and 1-1. I think if Tyler wins, I think they chop it. Everybody's tired, but we'll see. 1-1. What do you got? About 25 viewers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's actually. I mean, if they're still awake, they're probably asleep.
Yeah, I've been known to fall asleep watching a match or two in my.
Yeah.
When you do fall asleep, Mike, at least you're not snoring on everybody, so that's a bonus.
I have. I have before.
Have you did you get a different sleep machine?
No, I mean I
And
never even use that thing, man. I'm using a mouthpiece that's actually pretty good.
okay.
Nothing.
All right. Again, little ones are open, but what do you start with? Last game it was the big ones were open, but it's no, that was little ones open too. Last game with nothing.
Yeah, there really isn't anything here.
No, I don't know if he wants to feather the 10 into it and try to put him on this bottom rail. I think he's looking to do the same thing, only off the 2 ball instead. I think Tyler will want to go to the same place off the 7 ball. Yeah, I think they're both going to jockey around to someone gets good shot on a little ball. Yeah, when you do this, you just want to make sure you don't hit the point. And yeah, and they're both going to play around if someone gets a good open shot on a low ball.
Definitely some people are awake. They're in the chat room.
Yeah, that's good. Probably talking about how lousy of a commentary I am, but at least I'm awake.
No, you're doing fine. Appreciate your time. I've
I
been I've been
enjoy it.
I've been up since like 8:30. I mean, it's just silly.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep after dinner for a little bit. I probably could have went to bed a couple hours ago and I'd have been all right. My buddy always likes it because he says, "Yep, taking a nap before you go to bed's like getting a warm up for the main event."
Scott went back to the room, so he's probably dead to the world, sleeping.
Tyler might look shooting this 12 ball up into that 6 ball. and trying to lock him right behind that 9 ball. Yep.
Still nothing available, really. Unless the 9-10 goes on the side. Maybe. I think it hits a rail, but
And I think he's got too much of an angle to hit it and stick it right there. So I think he's going to go right back to the bottom rail. Yep, that's everybody's friend right now, this bottom rail.
this is the worst game to play at 5 in the morning. This rack.
You know, Tyler can almost shoot the 9 into it and draw it back to the bottom rail and try to lock him right up in the middle of the bottom rail, and then everything's broke out and at the opposite end of the table. And you're leaving him tough. Of course, I think he's looking if this goes, but there's nothing to stop with. Yeah. He did what I was thinking, but he didn't get to the bottom rail, and now he left him the 9 ball, in the corner pocket or the side. Whereas if we put him on that bottom rail, it makes that 9 ball a lot tougher. Yes. Now they're all open down there. Now the 15 and 11 could be a little funky. Once the 10 gets out of the way, the 11's got plenty of room, and I don't know, 15 might even actually play by the 12 ball in the upper right corner. He's looking at one rail on this off the side rail and playing it. Yep, right in the corner. Yep. You shoot this and try to draw it up and play for either the 10 or the 11. Was looking to see if that 11 goes, if he goes too far. He can play this, and if the 15 goes by I think he can just shoot this and just kind of go into the side rail. Actually, it's a little straight on this, so I don't know if he can fall or punch it up by that 4 ball or not. He's looking. Maybe the 14 next. Well, I think he clears these two balls, plays the 15 in the opposite corner, then the 11 in the side, or the 11 in the down here in the lower left. So I think he shoots a 14, low left, spin it off that bottom rail a little bit. 12 ball. This is going to shoot the 12 and go forward one rail. But he tickled that one, and that might have made that 15 a little tougher. I think it still goes by the. No, maybe not. Okay, yeah. He was looking to where he needs to be on this to stop it. For the 11 on the side. So you just want to try to focus on getting that as straight as you can on the 15. Well, he's got a little bit of an angle now. So I think he might actually have to either draw up into it, kind of try to bump into it. So I don't think he can. I think he has too much angle to hold it there. I think he has to cue low and bump into the 11. You don't want to hit the 2 ball and get stuck on the 11. So this can be tricky. If he can go forward one rail and out, nice cue and low. So he's got to go into it. Hope he hits it good. Falling asleep over there. All right. Well, if he can one rail bank this between the 1 and the 6, I don't believe it goes anywhere else. I think he's going to have to bank it between the 1 and the 6. I think that's all he has. Unless it goes by the 3 ball. Just taking his time. I'll get a little drink. Not rushing this. Even if he plays it in the corner by there, he still has to spin the cue ball around for the 8 ball. Because the 8 ball really only has the lower 2 pockets. Yeah, I think you can spin this in. So he's going to try to go well, 2 to 3 rails up by the 2 ball. Wow, how did he hit it? Nice shot.
Part of the pocket looks like
Oh, you are well live over there, Mike.
it's sort of.
It was a nice bank. Okay, 2-1, and it is Thomas's break, I believe. So in the hot seat match, he was going head ball. His first break here, I believe he went second ball. So I don't know which way he's feeling it. Let's finger the rack a little bit. Looks like he's gonna going. Let's we go from the head ball from the side, maybe. I think he's going second ball. Well, his little ones opened up real nicely, except for this 5 ball down here. The 11 goes actually. The big ones aren't horrible, but the problem is, what do you get to the 9 ball with? He is looking at those big ones just to the fact that the big ones are down here with the 9 and the 5. Okay, shot the 14. Okay, I thought he had to shoot the 11. Now he might be in real good shape because I think he can shoot this and just go forward and feather the 9 ball a little bit. Right. Have the 9 ball next in the same hole. I don't know if he got enough room or not. Even if he. If the 9 goes, I think he just gonna roll forward a little bit and play the 9 next. All right. With the 8 ball. Tyler just has to maintain composure. Everything goes. Ideally, you should start with a 5 right now and get it out of the way. Is he thinking 7 next? On the side? Kind of what he was thinking there. I think you can hit this and follow it down below the 6 for the 5. Just trying to. Now he wants to navigate those balls up there. Looks like we go into the 4 ball. He punches it to the bottom rail with a little outside English, and he's one in the same hole, maybe. Yeah, I definitely wanted the 5 ball there. Now he's going to try to come over by the 8 ball and have the 6 ball. The 13. Your bottom right corner. Just a little bit of left. Slide off that side rail. He's good for a nice little stop shot on this. Let's take time a little bit. Position. Tyler. A bit of an outside angle on that. Thomas with a good opportunity to go 3-1 now. Tyler needed that to tie it up. 2-all. This is gonna just one rail this and come right up for the bottom right. Looks like he's just gonna come off the rail a little bit, play the 9 ball. Go one rail out for the 8 in the corner or the side. Okay. You can draw straight back for the 8 ball without having to go into the side rail. No. Hey, Thomas is gonna go up 3-1. He's got a good opportunity, but squandered it. Well, Tyler's got to win 4 out of 5 games. It's a tall order at 5:30 in the morning. Just how I can, you know, navigate this. It's a little pressure on Thomas. He hasn't had a chance to get any pressure on him. Can I go, or is this another dry break? Another dry break. No, I mean, if this ball goes, actually, the big ones have a good chance of going. Plays this in the side, and this ball on the side rail goes by the three. He just has to bank the eight ball, which where it's at isn't a bad bank. The eight's position. So he's just going to want to stay focused and roll this in and come forward. Maybe clear these two balls by the bottom left. I think you're gonna kind of punch it off of this and then go into that three ball or 313. I mean, it's a great opportunity to get to the hill. Oh, just gonna. Okay, I see what he wants to do. He wants to probably shoot this and then draw over for this ball on the right rail. He wanted to clear that so that way he was finishing up at this end of the table because where you need to bang the eight from is down at this end versus finishing up there and then having to come back down. Fortunate that one off of that ball. Very fortunate. But in the same token, he has to now break the 13 out because it will not go by the three, whereas where the three was at by four. He could have shot that 12 and just went back about an inch or two. So now he has a little more work ahead of him to get that 13 ball. Ideally, you want to just feather the team just a hair, enough so it clears a 6 ball. That's in perfect world. Mike, you alive over there, Mike? Hey, Mike must be napping. Hey, when he bumped that 3 ball over there, that made things a lot more difficult. Because now he has to play this ball in the corner. So get on the 13 to either break the 8 out or come up by the 1 ball where you can bank it. If he has an angle or if he can just stop it here. 13 next. Mhm. Well, that just added a few more minutes to this game. Just shoot the 5 and then play safe off the 7.
I mean, that one's not at all.
And he's looking at the billiard, actually double billiard. Looks like possibly both of these. Because I think if you go off the 6 ball, where the 6 is at, I don't think it'll. I think you're going into it too thin to make it. So I think you actually have to billiard for both of these balls. It was a nice shot, but I think he's going to get rewarded with it. If he is, he can just bring it over by the spot along that line. And you see 8 and a side. He does have, I think he might have a steep angle for that. So might have to be full. If that's the case. Window of opportunities. Yep. He's looking to go through all that. So he's got more of an angle than doesn't have enough to really. He has too much angle to hold it, but not enough angle to make it easy to go through those. He's kind of in that little awkward middle ground.
Yeah, so I just had to okay.
I'm just looking at where do I want on this 2 ball to break that 4 ball out. You can just drift forward a little bit here and play the 2 ball next and break out. Okay. If you stop the 3, you can go at it off the 7 ball. A little bit of inside. Just maybe bring this back about 3 inches. Yep, now I can one rail into it, and it's actually not bad because he has a 6 ball as a good insurance ball to get on. I hit that nice going off into the 8 ball. Now he just has to make the 4 ball, and he's golden. Just concentrate on sliding this down the rail. You don't have to worry about position because you have a lot of balls to. Well, now I think what you have to do is you have to bank the 2 ball out and play safe. He's a little frustrated because he knows that was a good opportunity to get within 1. Unless he's looking at maybe cutting this in and just going for the breakout.
Nice shot. I'm exhausted.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Now I can just shoot the 5 ball in the top left corner and just slide on over for the 6 ball. Just a little bit of low right, and kind of helps the ball slide in the pocket a little bit too.
Just a hair short.
But you know what? That was smart because of the way he shot it with the low right. He didn't do anything but leave a tough cut or a bank on this. So even though you shoot that ball like that, you make sure you stay down below this ball. Either force him to have to play safe or bank it or in that. So I see what he did there. I mean, it would have been an easier shot to hit it softer, but by hitting it softer, you don't leave him this bank. You leave him, you sell out more.
Mm.
Mm. So that was a smart play on Tyler's part doing it play. So in a sense, it was a little bit of a two-way shot. I mean, not to play safe, but two-way. If you miss it, you leave it tough. Now he just needs to one rail it over to the side here. Is he coming up? He can still cut it in the side and go follow it around. Shorter than he wanted, but he should still be in good shape. Knock on wood.
Oh my God, Jillian is still awake. Look at
Nice shot,
this.
Tyler.
He almost rubbed the 8.
Puts a little pressure on him. Now it's 3-2. Tyler's break. Isn't it Tyler's break? Yeah, there's someone's chicken. So if you're streaming, you'd be able to get the Moscone Cup, right, Mike?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
See,
Sky Sports.
I just have the regular box that I paid up front for, so I don't think I'd get the Moscone Cup with it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that is worth it for people to sign up now and get your Moscone Cup.
When does that start?
Um, Next week, I think. This coming week, maybe is it 6th, maybe?
Yeah, that's a good promotional point. Usually, I spend a couple hours setting up a new post or something to promote that to help people out.
Oh, I mean, 9 balls can be a little tricky because of the 7 ball there, and same respect with that 4 ball by the 14. So, I mean, realistically, he's got a good opportunity here to get out. Actually, I think he's looking at clearing the 10 ball at the other end and maybe finishing with 9. I hate to, from the 14 into the 9.
We'll be back.
I think he was trying to get on the 9 there. All right, Mike is off. And looks like he's going to roll up the inside English. And out and rail. Boy, I think he wanted to get on the 9 if he could there. Would have made this a lot easier. He fell short, so now he's going to have to finish with a 9. So he's looking at going off the 4 and 14 and drawing up into the 7, I believe. That's what he's thinking, which is tangent line off the 14 goes right into the 7. So, providing he holds a good angle on the 14, he's got a good chance at on the 9. If we go too far, I think he's perfect. And he just kind of punches his up table. I'll draw it up table right off the 7. Unless he goes forward 1 rail. Might do it that way. It's smarter because then you don't take a chance on bumping the 9 ball trying to get in it. But he did fall a little short, so now he's got to look to either bank like he did the last one or a thin cut. If he has to, he's definitely cutting it. So you got to just hope you don't get anything funny going back and forth if you make it. I'm gonna work it. All right. with a good opportunity now. Um, Honestly, I kind of like shooting the 5 ball and falling forward and shooting the 3 into the 9 and trying to follow up behind the 4 ball for a safety. I don't know if Tyler's thinking the same thing or not. He's thinking that, but he's like, where do I want to get on the 3 ball to have a good shot behind that 4? But you can also shoot the, and if you're feeling frisky in the corner because you're on it now, this isn't a bad shot, especially on a diamond, because as you go into that bottom, at this time in the morning, it's, you know, everything you think about a couple different times. Whereas, maybe 6 hours ago, or without even wanting to think about it. Hey, good shot, Tyler. Yeah, I don't think he has the angle to draw down and get on it. But get on these balls. Well, maybe he does have to punch it down there. If not, he can actually draw it and get on the 3 ball, and then he has the 4 and 5 for cover. Play the 5 ball and just, you know, swing it around, sling it around. I mean, I like that. He played it good to get in there, but you also leave him a jump shot. And if he makes it, there's a good chance that he goes off that side rail and up table. I don't know if you want to kick at this, because if you kick at it, you got a chance of maybe leaving it behind a 4. So he's looking at the kick. If he does the kick, he's got to hit this hard enough to bring the cue ball back out. So he's going to put pace on this. How did he hit it? He hit it. Now, now we're looking at 4-2. There's a chance for Tyler didn't get it tied up at 3 apiece. I think he was better off trying to make Thomas's 9 ball there and play safe. But Tyler hit a good kick shot, so
That was ridiculous. Thomas. Yeah.
Thomas hit a nice kick shot. Tyler broke him a little bit harder this time. Good chance for a run out to put a little pressure back on Thomas. I think last game, I think Tyler needed to try to make his 9 ball, leave him tough on the 8 ball.
He had such perfect speed on that kick shot. And the cue ball had to go so far.
Well, the speed he hit it at, even if he goes into those balls, he should be you know what I mean? It should out of them. So he definitely had to hit that with a good pace. But I mean, he had it just perfect to go up and down without hitting anything. So there's, I think it still goes. If it does, he's going to have to play the 1 ball on the side and so you go. Now he's looking. If it goes, he's got a good opportunity here to get within 1. And the corner's an easier shot, but I think it has room. It has room. I think he can go kind of 3 rails and then come down for either the 2 or the 7 in the bottom right if it plays by the 11. I have enough room. All right. If you're Thomas here, where do you want to? Now, actually, does the 14 ball go in the bottom left?
I think the 8's in the way. If not, you'll figure it out real quick.
Okay, he's looking at going off of this and leaving it on the side rail, maybe. He's going to try to go into that side rail and I went off. Well, Taylor's got a bunch of problems on his hands because that 7 doesn't have anything. I think you can play this into the 11 ball and try to put it back up where it was before. Now Tyler's got a ball over there. So I think actually, yeah, I think he's looking to play this in the side and go into that 10 ball.
Man, not much works. 15. Maybe that. No,
Play the
no.
cub.
Yeah, I see it. Maybe.
9-11 goes. So you thinking 10 ball off the 14, off the 11?
I mean, off the 4, off the 11. Yeah.
Yep. Clear the four ball enough that those balls go in the corner now. But I think he can put a low left, kind of spin this in and draw into those balls. I think he's straight enough to. No, he's looking to go off the 4. He's got a little more angle in that 14 than he was anticipating. So I wonder if we'll see Tyler back up to the table or not. I mean, I think you can go into the side rail, end rail, side rail, and back up towards the 8. Maybe. He's looking at that now. He definitely doesn't want Tyler back up to the table. So I think he's looking at just going down, leaving the long shot on the 9 and taking his medicine. Well, if he floats this in easy, it goes off of that, and he should have it in the same. Just kind of slide that in. I think Tyler might be in some pretty deep trouble here.
Wow.
Well,
He's in the jaws.
yeah, but all he has to do is make this, and the 8 ball goes by it in the same hole. He's probably 80-90% to make this, at least. Just wonder if I gave him the commentator curse.
It's happened to me many times.
I think you make this. Cuba goes side rail, and rail, and back up for the 8 ball. Unless he just goes side rail and has a long shot on the 8. Oh, he was able just to roll it in. Didn't have as much angle as I thought.
Straight in. This is for the win. 5-2.
Yep.
Undefeated. Thomas Haas from Lancaster, Pennsylvania finishes the tournament at 6:10 a.m. Tyler Chess gets second. He's from Meadville,
Meadville.
PA. Yep.
Well, Sagertown, I think it is, but it's
So this
might as
dude's
well
still
call it Meadville.
practicing. LOL. He's trying this bank he missed. It's about the same place
Same
he
thing.
missed it. All right, guys, we're gonna sign off. We got some sleeping and driving to do, and I gotta pay the kids and take a picture or two.
All
So
right, drive
obviously,
safe, Mike.
yeah. Thanks so much, Eddie. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Yeah, you're
I
all set,
enjoyed
man.
it.
You're also appreciate it. Thanks everyone
Night.
for watching. Thanks to Frank's, all our sponsors, and yeah, we gotta do this. All right.
Yes, son. Just wait. I've upset some lawyers. Sure. That's a tournament, Mike? Yeah. Yes. Hey, Mike, later, man. All right, brother. Nice going. Yeah, we are. Yeah, okay. Yeah. He said you had take some photos if you want to wait. Yeah. Get the dogs and then see. I might have both even. After left Conley yesterday. We need to. I think you should. That was really. Here, let me get a photo real quick of you two. Figure they do this a 2-day tour. Well, you get a lot of minutes, so you're on that board. If you get a few guys finish it earlier, a few guys more, it's 2 days. Can I get a little zone? Like a little zone for when? Yeah. Thank you. How's me, you know? Everybody got chances. It's rough on it. It just goes down there. One of your eyes saying, you know. The scores finished. Killer, Chief. All of them playing. Figure that out later. You figure that out when we huh? Figure that out when we that's what I'm saying. Sunrise. Better stop so we can get a big. And I'll see you. Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah. He's both. Yeah, good shooting. Zach, that ain't your phone. Yeah, mine's on. I thought. Oh. Sure the fuck gonna get paid overtime, that's for sure.
I mean, I don't give a shit. I lock the doors on. Yeah. I can hide from them, buddy. Appreciate you, brother. It's greatly appreciated. Trust me. Just be safe. Oh, did you win?
Yeah, we'll be up here.
That.
I said we'll be up here a little bit later.
Still be here for cleaning this mess.